Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's, what is today? Is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday, and you're here on the Tabletop Gold Twitch channel enjoying, or soon to enjoy, another fantastic live stream that we're bringing to you today. I'm Lars Castine, joined by Robin Lang. Hi, Robin.
Hello. How you doing this evening?
I'm doing fine. I'm geared up. It's been a little while since we've done one of these, and I'm really excited to do one. I'm feeling really good. How are you feeling, Armad Humphreys?
I'm feeling great. I'm also excited to get back into some god making. You know, I've been making other things, but really they're so much more trivial.
Yeah, there's nothing better to make than a god, is what I always say.
True, tragically. Yeah.
And we're joined by people on chat. We don't typically do a lot of chatting with chat on these particular streams, but that's something I say, and then we talk to you the entire time. Mr. Mittens 10, yes, you are actually catching them live. You are catching us live right now.
Ow!
If you know our podcast, if you know Tabletop Gold, it's an actual play podcast. We play Pathfinder Second Edition. We have a grand old time doing it. We put out new episodes every Monday. And then we do these streams from time to time where we don't do actual play, where we do a little bit of homebrew. So this is GODMAKER that you're looking at right now. This is the pantheon of gods that we have built. It's incredibly complex, and this graphic is now impossible to read. It's a mishmash. It's the interior of just an addled brain that you're seeing right now. It's a disaster.
MC Escher drawing.
What a wonderful description of Tabletop Gold.
Thank you. Yes, I thought you were going to toward what a description of religion, and I was like, whoa, we're getting topical.
Spicy take.
But, give me time.
Yeah.
But I got to get through this tea first.
Oh, so you don't want to see her when she's all hopped up on that tea.
On that herbal Rui bus.
Oh, that's the worst kind.
But yeah, we're here. We're live. We're hanging out. You're here too, and good for you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging out. Robin, yes, we're gonna jump into this soon, but we have to break format a little bit because you just saw recently the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I went on Saturday with some of my gaming friends. And guys, neither of you have seen it yet, right?
I haven't seen it.
Haven't seen it at all.
I'm trying to organize to see it with the group that I play with on Sunday, of which Armat is a part, But yeah, it's. I feel like I would be betraying the group by going to see it ahead of time.
Yeah, no, it's even more fun, I think, to see it with your gaming group. Like there were points where I just kept like shoving my head forward to look down the row at my friend at the end. Like someone come up and go, oh, "Is he losing his mind right now?"
Because it's just filled with so many like references and things like that. Or
a lot of like references. So all creatures and baddies that you know and love to hate.
Yeah.
The plot though is actually. So I feel like late 90s, early 2000s, there was this, they tried to do fantasy movies again, right?
Yes, including the original Dungeons & Dragons movie starring Jeremy Irons.
And so many of them had so much missing, right? Whether it was the actual acting ability, whether it was the plot, whether it was the script. I mean, this is not me talking about Jeremy Irons, but...
Love Jeremy Irons.
Yeah, come on.
There was
cut the man a break. He
many things wrong with them. And this movie... I don't think I can point to anything that I found wrong with it.
Whoa.
Like the plot made sense. The plot was good. There was wonderful backstories and character development.
Yeah.
The acting was spot on for for the type of movie that it is.
Yeah.
I loved the script.
Great.
I like to hear that.
I couldn't I walked out of that movie going, I thought I would have fun. I didn't expect to love it.
I'm so excited to see it.
I'm so hyped too. That sounds amazing.
And I really hope I'm not overselling it. I'm going to feel terrible if you guys go back to it.
Yeah,
you watch it and you're like, oh, I hated that. But that was like a popcorn devouring movie. It was, there's one, I won't say what about the scene, but the dragon scene was one of the greatest things I've ever seen in cinema.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Sold.
Okay, you're like, I don't want to oversell it, by the way.
Yeah, but by the way, greatest cinematic experience.
It is a triumph. Wait, better than the Game of Thrones, spoiler alert for anyone who's not seen the 7th season of Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah.
Better than that undead dragon that somehow magically destroyed the wall and
different
and killed all the lighting in the shot.
Yeah,
is that the one you're talking about?
And snuck a plastic water bottle into some of the shots.
Oh, but okay.
Better.
Speaking of a D&D, I did not love in the end.
Yeah. Where's my brain just going though? There was something else I was going to say. Oh, and also, it has my favorite Chris. My husband knows I feel this way.
Chris, who's that? Chris Pine?
Chris Pine.
I agree. He's been climbing the ranks for me too. I saw an interview that he did with, I forget if it's Esquire or Vanity Fair, because both of those publications shoot their interviews the exact same way, with just like men in a white void. And it's like so hard to tell these fucking things apart. But he was such a like charming, self-effacing, but still arrogant, right? Like still a movie star.
Oh yeah, he's still. And
I loved it. Yeah. Like a genuine Harrison Ford in a way that like I don't think any of the other Chris's are adequately actually the like handsome, grizzled, funny.
I loved
guy.
him. I loved him in Star Trek as well.
Yeah,
like he did the silly rom-com with like Lindsay Lohan back in the early 2000s. Like nearly everything he's done, really? I've loved. Yeah. I haven't seen that other newer film where he was like a baddie. The one
Hell or High Water.
The guy
Did you
from
see that?
Wonder. No.
You're talking
so
about Don't Worry Baby is what
wasn't he in Don't Worry Baby?
He was, yeah.
Yeah, and I haven't seen that. So there's like a lot of things he's done that I haven't seen. Everything I've chosen to see that he's in, I've loved him.
I liked him in Wonder Woman also, and I did not.
Yes, I loved him in Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Well, you know what else is fun?
I like Chris Pine. Yeah. Oh, please.
Making a god. Shall we do it? Is
Could
it time?
Be Chris Pine?
Maybe we can get it. Maybe we can get a little piney tonight. It might be
God of Charm and Insouciance.
I don't know.
God
it could
of
be
Charm and trees.
It's potentially forcing a square peg into a round hole, but I don't know. Let's see what we can do. Let's
oh yeah, because the God of Cheese wasn't that.
The God of Cheese. So Robin, you missed the God of Cheese last time. The God of Cheese.
I was not on that stream.
No, you weren't, but it was great. The God of Cheese wound up being by me again, square peg round hole. Wound up being the God of Cheese and science and taste. So they're essentially like all universities worship cheese, more or less.
I mean, I'm kind of fine with that.
Yeah. Me too.
Felt very Discworld to me, and I mean that in the best way. Yeah, totally. Mind melt.
Nerds.
Yeah. Oh man, I have to go back and watch that Hogfather movie. Incidentally,
I've never actually seen the movie. I've seen like stills and stuff from it because it's got the woman from the woman who plays Susan was in Downton Abbey.
Oh, interesting.
She plays Lady Mary in Downton Abbey.
I kind of love that all the like BBC actors, whenever they're in like, they're just always in all the various like, I guess you could say that about Hollywood actors, but the BBC is such a smaller pool.
Yeah,
it's a feel for sure.
The amount of weird crossover you feel like you get from British film and TV is kind of hilarious.
Totally. Yeah, right?
Speaking of crossover, let's do it. That maybe a forced transition. People,
I love that segue.
People might not agree with that transition, but that's fine. Let them argue with me. Check it out. It's the GODMAKER questionnaire. We are going to make our 9th god in our pantheon. And let's just make a decision. We're going to do 20 of these, and then that's it.
Love it.
And then we can do more if we want to, but let's just aim for 20. Okay. So this is how GODMAKER Weeks works. We fill out the questionnaire, and at the end, we have a god. Presently, we have the gods that we've already shown you, just to reestablish. We've got Maya Muisti, the god of order, nostalgia, and war. We've got Rahaim, the god of consciousness, dreams, and premonition. Einsamosk, the god of solitude, loneliness, and purpose. Fionn Glitterhearth, the god of frivolous excess, decorative adornment, and flowers.
Love her.
Banyeftia Eniok, the god of dysfunction, entropy, and decline. Boltheros, the god of cities, transportations, and roads. Hafoshev, the god of cheese, science, and taste. Greist, the god of the harvest, hunger, and dirt. And finally, it turns out that was it. Great. So So the
I really
question
like
here,
the cheese god's a goat.
yeah,
right?
Hafoshev. She's named after Chev, the cheese.
Yeah, I love that name like so much. I would be actively looking for ways to say Hafochev in my daily life just because it gives me such a kick every time.
Praise Hafoshev.
Praise
with
Hafochev.
her and her creamy inspirations.
As 22 plus says, the first cheese.
The
Yeah.
first cheese. The
big cheese.
Okay, so
I gotta give snaps up for that. That is
Richard.
my kind of joke.
okay, friends, please.
Sorry, we're
Please.
unruly this evening.
So, do we want
All
to
that
cut
tea.
any of these 8 because they are too close to other things that we currently have? I'm protecting memory. Memory is here specifically because I have conceived them as the twin of the god of nostalgia. So,
yeah.
not cutting that.
Forge, craftsmen, artisans. I feel like we've got that covered in a couple other things.
With Fionn Glitterhearth?
Between that and also
Voltharos.
Voltharos, yeah.
All right. So let's
Yeah.
cut them for now. We may add something like that back in as we get towards the end of the 20 and decide that we need to cover some bases or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
But I'm going to say herbs potentially. Well, do we have a nature? We don't have like a nature.
Well, we have herbs. Herbs is their own.
What?
Can we replace herbs with like witchcraft?
Well, we're cutting and then we'll fill in. Okay. Yes, we can. Well, the question is, is herbs redundant with things we've already got is the question. And I'm going to say no. I don't think that we have
Yeah,
like a
I don't think
nature,
so.
forest, wilderness god. So let's keep them for now.
Cool.
Okay. So we're going to add 2 more. Robin, you want to add one? And Armat, you want to add one?
Sure.
So Robin, what did you just do? I mean, you can add whatever you can make whatever change you want to, but we've got 2 slots right now.
We have the god of sleep, right? Or is it the god of dreams? Or are they the
Dreams.
same?
Sleep is covered, I think. It's in
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about healing?
Like life and healing.
Well, not necessarily to be life, but certainly
Okay.
healing.
All right, let's do it. Let's do healing. Armat, you got one?
Healing and health, healing, health and medicine. Like
Okay.
that.
Yep.
Love that. Love. Speaking of,
Oh,
I don't think we have a love
How
god.
have we not done that?
we don't.
Right?
We
Pretty
sure don't.
essential.
I agree. So this is the time on GODMAKER where we roll a d8 and see what god it is that we're making.
I defer to Robin since she was first in our race to get the D8
Our
out.
early chat,
Can you
Okay.
guys?
fastest.
Can you hold? You guys both both of you simultaneously found exactly identical d8s, which is
Oh, is it the green one? No, it's the blue one.
look at that.
Look at
I don't have
that beauty.
anything.
Look
I
at that
got
beauty.
nothing.
Here,
this
I'll
one
roll
has a little
the-
black in it for Golgari. Magic
Ooh.
nerds.
No, this was just a really pretty one that Chessex had on sale at Gen Con.
Mm.
Well,
Love
roll-
sex dice.
roll the
Okay.
bones, please.
I'm gonna roll the single bone.
So
And
22 plus. We don't have a thievery god yet, but we have this god of crime, which will definitely. cover
Lars,
that
the
base.
timing on when you said that.
Are we doing the God of
Oh
Crime?
my god!
We're doing
hell
the
yeah.
God of Crime.
Oh,
That- what a-
love
what
it.
a
Oh, I'm
joy.
so excited
This
for
is one that we have been looking forward to.
Yes.
Armat, this was your idea. Can you share some initial thoughts as to what your vision of this God of Crime was?
I actually didn't have much of a vision for this god of crime. I was sort of looking forward to like tossing it up and seeing what other people's thoughts are, because I think this could be a really fun one. And it'd be fun to do a god of crime who is like, I don't know, not as grimdark, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. That's,
Right?
That's
Yeah.
sort of what I was looking for. Is like this isn't like evil crime. Like this would cover like tons of things that.
So it's not crime
player,
and criminals.
right. Well, it's like when Armat was talking about it, it sounded more like it would cover heists, thefts, and so on. Like this would
Yeah.
cover a lot of things that like
So
TTRPG
Italian
player
job.
characters would do. Like
gentle
the,
person thieves.
Yes, like the Italian job.
Totally.
Both the original
oh, they
and the
wanted you to
remake.
blow the doors off. The bloody thing.
But yeah, so we're doing so it's crime, but it's like kind of there's like an adventure aspect to this a little bit, right? In the way that you're
Yeah.
thinking about it.
as I was thinking about it, it's sort of like maybe this is our answer to Caden Kalian, that like
Right.
the god of crime is like also kind of a god of fun.
Yes.
Like
crime and mischief.
a trickster.
Well,
yeah,
however,
a trickster god.
We have to remember that he can't be a what is it, anointed god? Like what do you
Ascended.
No
Yeah.
ascended gods.
no
Yeah.
ascended gods. So
Yeah.
not really a Caden Kalen then.
This one
Yes.
would be a fun
A
ascended
one-
god. It is very true. Yeah.
Yes.
Someone who heisted their divinity from the universe.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
that's
I think
a cool
that
backstory.
That's a
God
great
damn it.
I think that is great. Maybe we break the rules for this. Maybe we do this as a god that maybe we
Whoa.
break the rules.
I-
Right?
I mean,
What
I
better god
defer
to break
you.
the rules for than the god of crime, right?
Oh, well, now I'm sold. That was too perfect.
Okay, cool. So let's do god of crime. That sounds like we've got a humanoid here, right? The god of crime is not going to be like a tank shaped like a bug. So
Right.
what kind of humanoid are we doing here?
I could see a dashing elf.
Well, you know,
Or just humanoid with a random beast head or something. I don't know. Robin, where's your thought that? I'm sorry. I kind of
maybe I'm entirely influenced by Zoe, but I kind of keep thinking Kitsune.
Okay. I like
Yeah.
it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's have fun
Something,
with
you
it.
know, sly like a
Trickster
fox.
Exactly. Yeah. That's where my brain, like the fantastic Mr. Fox. And yeah, there's a lot of like, and Foxy Lady. Let me just keep all iterations of things that have Fox relation in it.
Nice.
Fox Mulder.
Oh,
Another
Classic-
well-known
classic
Fox.
criminal. Fox Mulder.
Okay. I'll leave it there.
Okay, so we did this. What's this god's name? And as soon as we get the name, I'm updating our stream info so that everybody can see the name on the stream info because I am a professional. I'm going to rely on the linguists here in the crew. Meantime, I'm going to yes, please.
I was gonna say I don't want to like because with some of the other ones I've looked up like ideas for names of this ancestry, but I feel like for Kitsune, because it's traditionally Japanese, some of the names that are suggested tend to be very Japanese.
Well, that we don't need to,
And so I don't feel like we
bake
need to-
too much like understanding of like for all we know, we aren't going to call this creature a kitsune if kitsune are not in this setting.
Yeah.
But we know that it's like a human fox kitsune inspired thing.
Mhm.
I'm gonna, as you guys, as the people who know words are talking, I'm gonna say hello to chat. Hi, chat.
I'm not gonna open
Criminos says 22 plus. A lot of fans of crime in the audience tonight, which we always love to see. Always nice to get the criminals out for the stream.
What about something related to Arsène Lupin, who's like
Ooh.
the early
Ooh.
French?
And you got fox in there too. There's a fox theme in the name, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Because isn't that what Lupin means? Am I crazy? Am I making
Yes.
that up?
I think
No, that's rabbit.
Lupin is
rabbit? Well, who's to say?
You're welcome. Let's see.
It's a
Let me
kind of
head
P,
to my
apparently.
favorite.
Renard is French for
Ooh,
Oh,
Oh, it's like wolf. It's like wolf.
yeah. I think that's
Well, maybe a wolf person. Well, whatever. We don't need to change. I'm breaking our stream.
off going to my favorite website, Etym Online, the online etymology dictionary.
Okay. Love it.
yeah. Lupin is lupine.
Yeah.
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 Hmm.
So we've got something involving lupine as a concept. What else do we have?
What other Moriarty comes to mind as
Moriarty,
because I
I
think there
love
was
it.
actually a crossover between Sherlock Holmes and Arsène Lupin, if I remember, and like Lupin beat Holmes, I think.
Okay.
So loop
Well-
or Moripin.
Going back
Mori,
to
yes. Mm-hmm.
Morlu?
Morlu.
Whoa.
Morlu.
So-
Love it.
No. That's not what it was. No.
No, that was something else.
I like
no.
Morlu, actually.
I
No,
do too.
so I went to the online etymology dictionary entry for fox to kind of see like what the history of the word fox was. I'm like, oh, okay, starts off pretty normal. Proto-Germanic, fusaz, from the Proto-Germanic fu and the Proto-Indo-European puk. And I'm like looking through it, and then I got down to the last sentence. Rubbing a fox's testicles on warts was supposedly a means to get rid of them.
Okay. So that's what we're calling
I
it.
can see why you reacted strongly to that.
The name is rubbing a fox's testicles on warts. It's a mouthful,
Yeah.
but
But it gets to the heart of the character.
it
I
sticks
feel.
with you. You remember it, right?
I mean, that sounds more like a tanuki.
Yeah.
It does sound like a
tanuki.
And tanuki are
Well played.
shapeshifters, aren't there? Aren't they?
Yeah.
Is that something we want to?
I don't know if tanuki are shapeshifters. I just know them as having massive testicles.
I know they got big old balls.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Listen.
I've got big balls.
Okay,
He's
so
got big balls.
all right.
Remember that song?
The AC/DC song "Big Balls," which this dude that I used to work with fucking sang every time we went to karaoke. Yeah, sure, I know that song.
Yeah, that's awkward. That's pretty funny though.
Some weirdo singing the song that nobody knows and nobody enjoys.
I feel like that's either like S tier great karaoke performance or just worst bottom rung karaoke performance.
I'm just gonna say I didn't find it to be S tier personally.
Okay.
I didn't think it was that
well,
great.
that tells us everything
Okay.
we need to know there.
This is a stick and move game that we're doing right now. Or so what are we doing?
What was the name that you came up with before that I actually did like?
Mori Lu was something that we had that was a combination of Moriarty and Lu.
Maybe Mortilu?
Mortilu?
Mortilu, Lou.
Yeah. Or even just
Mortilu, Mord, and make it feel a little dark. Mortilu.
Oh,
Mortilu.
yeah, I like that.
So we got something dark there. Let's get something light. Let's do
No E, Lou.
Okay, all right, everybody. Okay.
Oh, I like the X.
Do you like the X?
Oh yeah,
I do like the X, yeah.
I like the X.
Can we
Yeah,
get something that captures the joyousness of this crime as a last name potentially? So because we got something dark and sinister with Moriarty, right? Is there something kind of like more of a
light? Yeah,
like something that showcases like liberation or something like that?
Oh, I like that. Kind of like
pleasure.
Like what if it were
Delight.
Morlu Free Fox? Never mind.
Morlu.
Frejwa. Is there a word for an open gate?
Oh, that's an interest.
Let's see. Okay, how about this? Open Brazilian Portuguese open. Mortilu aberto.
I can get that.
No? Armet, you're making a face. How can I get you into this name? What shifting can we do to take this idea, this chunk of lead that I've dropped at your feet, and how can we turn it into gold?
Can I be a little pedantic and have
Please.
us transpose the R and the E? Abreto?
Yeah, Mortilu aberto?
Yeah, how's that sound?
But also, I'd like to go with Richard's suggestion of ending it the same way with AUX.
A bunch of X's? Well, maybe then the worshippers, the insignia is a XX.
I love it. Yeah,
it's like
absolutely
the eyes of somebody that you've like knocked out, and it's the ending syllable for both words. This is cool as hell.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Okay, so I'm going to update this stream info now.
Mortilu aberto.
Yeah.
And I think people just called him XX for short.
Right,
cool?
or like
sexy like a fox.
X.
Yeah.
Mortilu
in French, he would be called La Renard and be hunted with only his wits to save him.
He's the most interesting man alive.
It is Wayne's World. Yes, good call.
I don't always drink Dos Equis.
Okay.
When I do.
Done. Okay. Wait, I didn't do it right. I did it bad. Okay, cool. here we go. We're moving on.
Awesome. I'm
We
so
did it.
hyped about this.
This is gonna be dope. What's the nickname or log line? So this would be Mortalo Abretu, and then comma the something is the way that we've been doing these. Like
Yeah.
Valtheros the way, or
The trickster.
the life in the dark.
No, because it's not. He doesn't. Let's see. Mortalo Abretu, the
thief?
the key.
Light fingers.
Ooh,
Maybe that might be
Mortalo-
from another fantasy thing, though.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. What if he's just the open gate?
You're really into that open gate idea.
Kinda, yeah. It's like because
it's an invitation.
just imagine you're some dork getting robbed or something, and you're like, you show up and you're like, oh, there's my open gate. Oh, truly, Mortalo Abretu has. I don't know.
I like it.
The broken chain.
The broken chain.
But broken chain sounds like
Very
a
liberation.
liberator of people.
Which there's an element here, but I think it's not
Yeah.
I think it's not our main thing. What if it's the loose lock?
Look, let's not have
Mortalo-
any lock shaming on here
Okay.
tonight. All right.
No, I'm sorry. The
That lock gets around.
the slippery
Noodle?
noodle.
Fox.
the greased
The
the
picked lock.
the
I don't
picked
no,
lock,
because he's
No.
not the picked lock. The lock picker.
the opener, the can opener, because he can
The-
open anything. No,
The purloin something.
But he's not the purloin. He's not the one who's purloined. Right? He's the
Oh.
purloiner.
Purloiner.
purse
yeah,
lightener.
solid.
The
I'm just like getting a Mentos the Fresh Maker vibe from the purse lightener. Mortalo. All right. The gentleman thief. That might be a little too on the nose.
the
maybe.
missing stuff. Oh, my stuff is missing. Where did all my stuff go?
Oh, there's that signature XX.
Yeah. Oh,
you got
me.
I also love the idea of like an XX being like two kisses, like the ultimate like playful thief.
kiss off.
Fuck
Yes.
you, right? Yeah.
The
Smooches, I stole your stuff. That's how I would play that
Let's see.
character.
curse
The
you.
unfastener.
All right.
Oh my.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Oh, that can get a little spicy.
Fair enough. Okay. Check this dumb shit out. What do you think about this? The fast unfastener.
Say that 12 times fast.
The chat's good. The chat's good.
Yeah, careless whisper does kick in there.
I mean, because also think of it. Any show, any movie that's about a like master thief,
Yes.
they've always got to be charming as well.
Yes, agreed.
Or the charming unfastener.
The charming unfastener. We're gonna move forward with it. That's just what we're
Okay.
doing. This show is not about perfect. It's about awesome. So we're moving on.
Fair enough.
Does this guy have any special physical features, i.e., an unusual number of limbs, strangely colored hair, noteworthy body parts of animals, etc.? Well, we've already established they're able to, exist as both a human and a fox, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like they need to
Maybe there's something else. Yeah.
Mortalo, I think the thing is he's got to blend in a bit. So he's like that handsome guy but you look at him, you're like, oh, you're handsome. But then you look away and you're like, wait, I don't quite remember what he looked like though.
Maybe you can't see his face. Maybe it's sort of like a Norgorber from
that could
from
be
Pathfinder, where it's like no depiction has ever been actually made.
Cool. That's pretty cool.
How can you catch what you cannot
And so
see?
as such, maybe they just put X's over their eyes.
Oh, I kind of dig that.
I love it.
I was also thinking like the Korean version of the nine-tailed fox, or like the gumiho, which incidentally, if you like K-dramas, my girlfriend is a gumiho. Super recommend. Very charming. Or at least it was when I watched it years ago. I don't know how it stands today, but maybe it's a three-tailed fox.
Ooh.
I don't know. Pitching it out there.
I like it.
Everything I know about that one comes from Lovecraft Country.
Oh,
I
you know,
seem
which I still
distracted,
haven't
it's-
seen.
Oh, you should both see it and read it.
I did read the book.
Yeah.
There's also a great Victor Laval novel that came out around that period called I think it's the Ballad of Black Tom, which is also sort of like approaching Lovecraft's work from a person of color's perspective, and it's metal as fuck. It's awesome.
You should read that.
Yeah, I highly, highly recommend it. It's awesome. I think it contains the phrase "between Cthulhu and you motherfuckers, I'll take Cthulhu" or something to that effect. I was
Wow.
like, "Fuck yeah, that's awesome."
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so how would you describe this god in one phrase or sentence?
Gentleman thief,
I
playful
would say
trickster?
physical descriptions. Physical descriptions.
Oh, gotcha.
So
Sorry.
it's like they're a. I would like it if they are not. Like, I feel like gender has nothing to do with this, and I feel like we're getting into like the idea that they're sort of like an iconic thief. So I think the idea of making them masculine or making them feminine feels iffy to me.
I think they should be a little agender in their appearance.
I agree.
Yeah, I buy that. Totally.
Attractive to everyone, no matter their
Yes.
orientation.
Yeah.
Yes, agreed. So let's say they're a well-dressed, agender human with X's over their eyes. No?
No, I like that.
So
I was
weird.
just
I love it.
it's crazy. I was thinking about like maybe they also appear different to everyone who sees them.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, whatever sort of background, or ancestry you are, like if you're an elf, you see an elf. If you're a kitsune, you see a kitsune. If you're a gnome, you see a gnome.
Yeah.
So
let's put that into the specific physical features. So we can say like they appear differently to people of different ancestries. Does that sound good?
Cool. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Do we feel okay about this? Is there any other touch we want to put in here? I'm just imagining that like they're sort of wearing formal wear, right? Like they're kind of gentlemanly.
Oh.
They're kind of
For sure. Yeah.
they're
It's after
cool.
4 lemon. And what? Farmer?
That is one of my favorite lines from one of my favorite series of all time.
What is that?
It's from 60. It's 30. It's from 30 Rock. She's
Oh,
like,
okay.
Yeah.
Jack, why are you wearing a tux?
Oh.
It's after 4
Yeah.
lemon. What am I, a farmer?
Yeah.
So amazing.
So let's just keep moving. We might refine this as we go, but let's talk about relationships with our ever-growing pantheon of gods.
Oh, he's going to piss everyone, or they're going to piss everyone off.
So
Yeah.
Voltheros, the god of municipal transportation in cities, I think that they probably get along fine.
I would think they don't actually.
Okay.
Because he makes roads unsafe, or because Mortaloo makes roads unsafe for people.
Mm.
But the people who use public transportation are most likely not the ones that are being targeted by Mortaloo. Am I wrong?
Isn't
here?
Faltharos also god of roads?
Yeah, transportation,
General?
cities, roads.
Yeah.
yes.
I get a lawful vibe from Voltharos, which
I think that's right.
I think that
Yeah.
would be
Okay.
like in conflict personality wise with
Yeah,
Mortaloo.
like I feel Voltharos lawful
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
So let's call these cousins, not too into each other.
yeah.
They're
Perfect.
not
They sit
kissing
on-
cousins.
They sit on opposite sides of the room at weddings.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Speaking
Um,
of kissing cousins, I just started rewatching Arrested Development last
okay.
night.
They
Very
God.
good.
So, yeah, no, I had a very specific place I was going with that one. Wasn't
there
that
was
a
no
horrible
question.
family revelation about me and my...
Yeah, there was no
yeah.
question that it was a specific place you were going with that.
Wasn't
It
there?
was just what place?
Wasn't there an Elvis movie called Kissin' Cousins?
Was there? That's...
Yeah, there's
Probably.
Was Austin
there's
That
an,
Butler
sounds
in
like
it?
there's an
sounds like-
Elvis musical from 1964 called Elvis. No, not called Elvis. He was in it. Called Kissin' Cousins, where he played two roles: an Air Force officer with dark hair and his look-alike hillbilly distant cousin with blonde hair. And I guess they got to smooching over the course of this movie. Elvis, you dog.
very progressive.
Wait, was this
Very
was
progressive.
Elvis slash?
Yeah, it was Elvis. Right. They had to make it okay by making them cousins, because otherwise it would just be he was himself, and I guess that's fine. So Rahayam, the god of dreams and consciousness, how do we feel about their relationship with Mortalu, Abrag,
I think they get along.
Yeah, I can see it.
Because
Okay.
I feel like also they'd be what was that one? Rahayam?
Rahayam, yes, the god of
Rahayam?
dreams and consciousness.
Yeah, and I don't think that has to be that's necessarily a lawful god.
Nope.
That feels more neutral. Maybe
Yeah.
even like true neutral.
Yep. I don't think that they care. I think that this is unrelated.
Yeah.
Fionn Glitterhearth, the god of crafting and frivolous excess.
I think they get along.
I think that they get along
Yeah.
too. I think they're cool too. I don't think that we have a lot of strong connections with these gods and this crime god.
Yeah.
Grist, the worm god of harvest and destruction. I would say that maybe they're old enemies. Like maybe a fox came in and stole the harvest, and they were
Ooh,
blessed
I like
by
that.
Rahayam
love that.
or by Mortalu Abrek. What is this thing's name that we're talking about right now?
Mortalu
Abretto.
Abretto. Yeah, so maybe Mortalu got in there and as a fox and killed all the chickens and ate all the corn, and now Grist got hungry and killed everybody in the village, right?
Yeah, love it.
So let's put down there related to a myth, and we can add a myth later. Einsamosk, the god of solitude and loneliness. I'd say that they're cool. I think they're fine with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I feel like
maybe-
there's actually not much connection because I imagine Einsamosk is often alone.
Yes, Einsamosk tends to not have a lot of connection to any of these people.
Just
Pretty
meditating
chill.
on a
Yeah.
mountaintop, thanks.
Yeah.
Beneftia Eniok, the god of dysfunction, entropy, and decline.
She's got the hots for him.
Yeah, I think that they're occasional lovers.
But I think he can't. I feel like
But Bunny's more into
Mortalu.
it.
Yeah, Mortalu's like not. It's it's like Mortalu
Right.
comes by every now and then. It's like whatever. But
Yeah.
Yes. And they'll
you're
contribute
still
to entropy, but
around.
they're not
I got an early meeting.
Yeah, like I feel
This
like
was
Beneftia,
great, but
when we were talking about Beneftia Eniok, it was a lot of like other gods appear, like they appear as other gods, and like people get confused and start worshiping Beneftia instead of the god that they mean to worship. And I kind of imagined that Mortalu is the one god that is like more duplicitous. You know what I mean?
I had an idea. So for
Yes.
like myths perhaps around them,
Yes.
it feels spurned by him,
Yes.
and so she occasionally will like do things to curse him, cause problems, hence all of that entropy and dysfunction. So like
Ooh.
when a heist goes wrong, it's Bunny's fault.
oh,
Well, that's certainly true. It's revenge for a one-sided love affair.
Yeah.
I love that.
Feel spurned by Mortalu after a one
Tryst.
night after a tryst. Thank you.
Tryst is such
So
a good word.
thieves pray, like hope that they are actually praying to Mortalu rather than a vengeful Beneftia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
And
before a
when
heist.
something goes wrong, they curse her. They curse her
Yes.
name.
Mm.
Beneftia.
Ooh,
like that.
maybe that's also part of why in the heist genre, like
Yeah.
there's always the part where the heist seems like it's about to fail.
Mhm.
And they include that as like they always have to build that into a heist as a means of worshiping Bunny to prevent actual failure. Is that
like
too
a
overcomplicated?
Fake offering?
No, I think it's good.
A
And the
fake
planning
offering?
stages-
Yeah, it's like an honoring of Beneftia, so that like when they're like, "Oh my god, they've grabbed me," and it turns around and it's just some rando.
In the form of planning for what are you saying? How do we put this? What are we saying right now? Like they plan for an unexpected setback.
Yeah. Or building in a disingenuous failure or
Yeah.
Okay. I think I get
don't
it.
know. Yeah, you get it.
I love it. So let's go back here. Mayamwisti, the god of order, nostalgia, and war. Bitter enemies. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
feel
agree.
like Mortaloo is like really scornful of her lack of finesse.
Yeah. Great. And then Hafashev, the god of science, cheese, and taste.
I mean, everyone likes Hapashev.
Yes, everyone likes
Yeah.
Hafashev, but I would say Mortaloo. How do you like this? Hafashev tolerates Mortaloo's like constant theft of her cheese and her ideas.
I was gonna say the like forbidden cheese that like Mortaloo is obsessed with always getting to any cheese that she forbids or
The forbidden cheese.
Oh, we spent a lot of time
Yeah,
in that episode
that was-
talking about forbidden cheese. It was the best.
Oh,
it was so good. Okay,
That's like
there-
the stuff between your toes, right?
that's right.
Oh,
This god constantly wants to suck on your toes. The Quentin
No kink shaming here, thank you.
over here. Yeah, there we
No
go.
kink shaming.
No kink shaming. You're right. I'm sorry.
very fair.
You're right. You know what? God bless him for sucking on those toes. Somebody's got to suck him. Okay, so where are we going next? Myths. We had a myth that we flagged up here. Where are we going? There's a Greist, right? So we have a myth of Mortaloo as a fox stole corn and chickens from the first harvest, and Greist has wanted revenge ever since.
I'm picturing an illustration of a fox. Sorry.
Gesundheit.
Oh. Picturing like one of those illustrations of a fox, like kind of with a rounded back, kind of
Yeah.
sneaking around with the chicken and the
Absolutely.
grains.
Absolutely.
I was also thinking about the like kind of virtuous side of this. Maybe Mortaloo stole the harvest from a village that was evil and gave it to a village that was good, and Greist in his anger destroyed the evil village, so that like became I don't know, maybe I'm muddying the waters here, but
Yeah,
like,
I don't.
No, I think it's good.
I mean, I do like the Robin Hood idea.
yeah, I was just trying to work that in somehow, and like
I think it's cool. Whatever. It's good. I love it.
Yeah.
So there's one thing here. I want to go back to this appearance thing. Do we want to say that they're a fox here? Do we present them as like a fox? Do we just do that? Or do we
I think
present them
so.
as a person?
Because
Yeah.
I think when they're in a form other than the fox form, like we've written human,
Yeah.
but I think when they're in their quote unquote human form, that's when they can appear a certain form to whatever ancestry the person viewing
Right.
them
It's
is.
almost like
Yeah.
that's like less of a shape of them. It's
Yeah.
It's like this is how they're depicted. If they're universally depicted in any way, it's that way. Okay, cool. So speaking of which, let's get to doing some image stuff, shall we?
cool.
Oh,
Is it image time? So I'm gonna type in. So I'm just gonna take this description that we have here, and I'm gonna plug that into DALL-E2, a service that I have somehow convinced myself, with no evidence, is the most ethical of all of the artificial intelligence art services. Maybe that's right. Maybe that's wrong. Who's to say? Who's to say? Right? No? Okay, good.
Yeah. No. I
Sorry, I'm not more helpful on that one.
don't know enough to offer any.
Okay.
I
and
think for a quick round of fun, it's good.
I think it's good. And
Yeah.
Raphael is,
For
of
a-
course, our house artist. And Raphael, the rudest of the Ninja Turtles, the most deserving of having
Yeah.
their style stolen by a computer.
They were also the coolest of the Ninja
boy,
Turtles.
that's not an X. This is
I love that
so
someone
What
weird.
is number 2 and 3? What are the eyes?
I don't know.
I kind of love 4, though, I have to say. There's like something sort of playful.
Oh, because
about
4
it.
looks like glasses.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it just looks like glasses. I'm going to try to get these X's again. This is sort of a crapshoot. I'm throwing us back over to chat while we're waiting for Dolly to do its thing.
Yeah.
Well,
How's it going tonight, y'all?
I tried and I failed.
Oh.
How do I make this happen? I'm going to try with the letter X.
Yeah, maybe
Put the letter X.
specifying.
I don't love the suit.
Okay. Well, let's get okay. We're going to do okay. We're trying. I'm trying over here. You don't love the suit? This
I don't
well-dressed
love the suit.
fox? You don't like it?
Number 3 is the Slytherin. That's funny.
Okay, well, we've gotten a little bit closer. This fox has the arms of a human and has one X over and a mask over its eyes.
He's such a cute little fox.
Such a cute
Maybe they
little
have an eye
fox.
patch instead of an X. No?
Okay, look at the one on the end, though, where the X's are on the side.
Yeah.
X facts for when you need your
For
facts
fox's
to work.
sake.
Also, the first one is clearly a corgi pretending to be a fox,
Oh, yeah, look at those short little legs.
right?
Little
Yeah.
gams. Oh,
Those-
here's my.
look
So
at those
maybe tell
getaway
it that its
sticks.
pupils are giant.
Yeah, I just tried that. Thanks, Mr. Mittens 10. I'm trying that. It might not surprise you that the abilities of this thing are somewhat limited because nobody has ever wanted this ever in history. Nobody has ever said, do it
So,
this way.
What is it that you type in? This is also just interesting to me in general.
Yeah.
I just typed in a well-dressed fox with the letter X instead of pupils painted by Raphael.
Ah, see,
This
it's one letter
a
X in that
well-dressed fox
description you
with the
said.
letter X over its eyes painted by Raphael. A well-dressed fox with
What
X's
if
for
instead of-
eyes painted by
Okay.
Raphael. Yeah, don't
Oh,
worry.
with
A
X's.
well-dressed fox with X's over their eyes painted by Raphael. We're trying. We're being clear as day over here. And this
It
computer,
seems to
we're-
have taken pupils in its other meaning as like students,
it sure
what
does
if?
seem that
Yeah.
way.
What if we
Yeah.
say
especially in that
a
first one
fancy fox instead of well dressed?
Okay.
A fancy fox
Love a fancy
with
fox.
X's instead of eyes.
Okay, let's try it. I'm so cynical about this. I've spent so many afternoons just like typing stupid phrases into this thing, just trying to get anything good out of it. It's a mess. It's a mess, this thing. It
So
almost
far,
makes you want to learn how to
real
do
artists.
something and develop a talent, right?
there.
Well, I
Not-
hope everybody's happy with whatever the fuck this is. With
Face foos.
face foos over here.
Foxlev. Facts on Foxlevs.
Facts on Foxlevs.
Well, that's got to be there, like the worshipping of Mortaloo. Facts on Foxlevs. Just another day.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what if
Fox-
we? I'm gonna go back to one of our closest ones. Let's just do this, and let's just change it from.
Face foos kills
Let's get rid of
me.
face foos. Let's change it from Raphael to Rembrandt.
Can you
Rembrandt,
send me
of
the
course,
face
our
foos?
second-
I want that to be my icon on Discord now.
Of course, no problem. Face foos is yours. The generosity that I show.
Yeah.
Okay,
That was
so-
amazing.
So here's the point in the show where I think we give up on X's over eyes, and we just decide what we like.
Oh God! Wait, what's? I can't even see what it says at the one on
It
in
says
the third one.
Fam's Fuchs Face.
Face. I actually kind of really like the last one
Yeah, sure.
with the light, the candle.
Yeah, you want to get some variations on this one and
Yeah.
see what
Oh
we
my
get?
God! Oh, I'm crying, Lars.
It's a sad day that we're
I
dealing
know
with
it's a
right
beautiful
now.
day.
Just like you two told us, it's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
That's what they were singing about. Oh, this sucks. Look at this horse shit. Look at this fox with a candle on its face.
I like the four fox.
He's like right here.
He's doing the Gary Busey thing from Lethal Weapon when the guy's
What
like,
a mess.
put your Mr. Da-da-da, put your arm out. And then it. This is a very dated reference.
I think Richard makes a good point about the adding maybe the word anthropomorphic.
Oh, yeah. No, that definitely. It was an issue with the prompt. Let's try it.
Honestly, I'm just content to stay here
I'm
coming up
Fox
with Fox
pictures.
pictures all night.
I want to move on.
You always want to move on to the next thing. If it's funny once, it's funny 100 times, Lars. Come on.
Yeah.
Stop being such a fox foos.
I think of myself as really, this sucks. Look at this nonsense. What is this? Now they're
the
painters.
pallet shovel.
Hey, I'm Danny DeVito the Fox. Came here to steal your pizza. I don't even know.
Honestly, let's get the licensing rights to that.
To Danny DeVito the Fox stealing your pizza? Yeah, we should probably do it.
Oh, holy shit, though. Like an animated film with Danny DeVito doing a little like crazy.
A little fox guy,
Heisty fox.
Pizza thief?
I would watch that.
Oh, yeah.
Rhea Perlman also has to be in it, though.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, she's in it. Yeah, of course. Well, which of these bad choices do we like? Because I'm out of money now. So
I was going to say, it's cost you money every time we
it sure does,
doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Look at this. Facts
See how
on
he loves you.
Well, let's do face foos. We're just going to do face foos.
Okay, beautiful.
Robin wanted this image later anyway. May as well save it. Make it.
Face foos.
Face foos for life.
Okay, I got to save this into the right
gosh,
folder.
It hurts. It
does
hurts.
hurt.
Yeah.
It sure does.
Oh,
There we
I think
go.
I had something in that tea. How hard I'm laughing.
Okay, so now
I told you that rooibos.
Now we got to make a symbol for our god of whatever it is that we're doing. So what if we just do 2 X's?
Yeah, love it.
I'm sure that I'm sure Dolly's going to do a great job with this.
Love the bits that are coming up in chat here. I feel like face foos could be riffed on ad infinitum.
Oh
The
my
new
gosh.
god of crime, face foos.
Do you struggle
with face foos? I used to. Oh,
But then I switched to Harry's.
we were kind of doing it in sync, which was
I
amazing.
liked it.
I know.
liked it.
That was great.
Okay, we got good stuff here. This is
Okay.
good. This is working out fine.
Oh, the
Wanna
last
just
one
do this
definitely
one?
looks like the Dos Equis logo.
You want to do this one? You want to do some little stained glass Dos Equis?
I don't always steal face foos, but when I do,
Okay, we're doing this.
Excellent.
Excellent. It's just that easy sometimes. Sometimes it just happens. And check this out.
just effortless.
Oh, you know what would be kind of, this is
Boom.
just a long-term thing that just came to mind.
Yeah.
Imagine if, and maybe you already had this in mind, Lars, but if once we
probably
get
did.
all of our 20 gods,
Yeah.
having an artist who like specializes in art that looks like stained glass,
Yeah.
take all of these images we've come up with
Hell yeah.
and create like a giant stained glass window image.
And then put it on a t-shirt and sell it. And
Oh, I
then
love that.
and then retire. We're done.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's getting the face foos working for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Facts on, Foxlers.
Ridiculous.
Oh, that's my new go-to catchphrase.
Facts on Foxlers.
Facts
Okay,
on, Foxlers.
So here we go. Follower section. We gotta move. We got a very short
Sorry.
length of, no, you're
Yeah.
good. Everybody's fine. Everybody's fine.
We were too much fun.
So what sorts of locales typically has these face foos? How are we feeling? I think
Definitely
cities.
Cities for sure.
And
Yeah.
countrysides, they're stealing
Yeah.
grains and stuff. And exotic locations. I think anywhere there are people.
Yeah.
Crime.
Anything. There's
Anywhere you can
something
steal
to be
something.
stolen. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the elaborate is anywhere there's something to be stolen.
Oh, I just want to say, I have, okay, what sorts of areas has this god's temples? I want to just put I just want to do a pitch here. Okay. Temples tend to be okay. Tell me if you like this. Temples tend to be in locations that have great sight lines to banks.
I love that.
Any place where you can case a bank, that's a great place to worship face foos.
And do bankers know about this?
I think they do, and I think it drives them crazy. I think it's like,
yeah, their security teams must be always like checking spots
trying
to see
infiltrate
if
the church.
Damn those face foos!
These face foos.
All those foxlers.
I've had it up to my face with these foxlers. Okay, so what sorts of areas? Do we have any other place for? We got a good call from Mr. Mittens 10 hen houses. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
hen
cute.
houses. Make up temples in the
or
countryside.
the temples are maybe if they're not in hen houses, maybe they have something to make it look like a hen house.
Yes.
For Mortalu's fox-like, foxy faced. What's the word I'm looking for?
You're looking
heritage?
for face foos, I think is what you were looking for.
Face foos, yeah. Foxy faced face foos heritage.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so they're styled on hen houses to evoke the foxy heritage. Great.
One last thought. Maybe in prisons, and guards are always trying to like, because I imagine this is also the god of like breakouts.
So
like
we're also now establishing there are prisons in this world.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Because we don't,
Right. We don't have
need
to
prisons.
Well,
recreate.
let's be a little less specific.
We get to be
let's keep the wording
whatever
more
we
open.
want in this world.
Yeah. So let's say illicit temples are found hidden wherever people are held in bondage.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Love that.
Anything else we want to throw in here? I'm just so into the idea that the temple is is in a penthouse right across the street from it. I'm just so into that.
That's
the penthouse
that's the
is
fanciest temple.
Yes, yes. The upper crust, the cream of the crop. Anything else here that we're feeling? I think that they tend to be hidden. Let's put that in. Temples tend to be hidden, right?
Yeah.
And often require passwords, and like secret handshakes and stuff.
Maybe they're marked out by an XX on.
Or
I love that.
If not a password, perhaps a special code that changes daily that any good thief would be able to figure out.
Yes, entrance to a temple may require solving a riddle that any master thief would be able to solve. And Armat, what was the thing that you said before?
I was gonna say the path to the temples is usually marked out by double X's carved into like stones or trees or what have you.
I love it. What sorts of professions might this god's followers have? I don't know. Criminals?
Thieves?
Richard is saying that it should be beauticians for a face foos pun.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Honestly, as I read that, I just thought Richard was trying to say that all hairstylists and beauticians are crooks.
Yeah, they're all criminals. Honestly, look at this great haircut. I did this myself. I didn't pay anybody a red cent on this one, and it's looking pretty good, guys.
I actually like your hair today.
Thank you. I feel good about it too. Thanks. I cut it with a 1-inch deal a month ago, so now, or like a half. I don't know what it is. It's like 2 inches long now. Great.
It looks great.
Yeah, it does.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
See your eyes and your smile more.
Yeah, unlike my crow haircut before that I had.
You were just in your mall goth phase.
I was in my.
It was lockdown chic.
It was lockdown chic. I wore a hat for 4 years, and now I can't even find a hat. Oh yes, I can.
Oh come on, you have so many hats in that house.
Yeah. Okay, let's put this hat on.
Hey-o,
but I do like your
hat
hair.
Time hat.
Good hat time.
Hey!
Good hat time.
There's a lot of dust on this hat.
Good hat time.
Good hat time, everybody. So, do this god's followers typically wear any sort of clothing to show their devotion? Well, I'd say that
necklace.
What's that?
Double X necklace.
Double X necklaces. I love it. I think that we're talking. I think that they must be fashionable. I think that we want to wear nice clothes. We want to be presentable.
Maybe also like a double X prison tattoo. Just I'm thinking of the Russian
Yeah, double
like,
X somewhere.
prison tattoos. That totally.
Yeah, so it's let's just clarify this. So it's like double X's hidden somewhere. Okay, check this out. Tell me if you like this. On the body, the quality of the double X is like the better hidden your double X is, the more impressive it is. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, like imagine, I'm picturing also like maybe someone wearing a very nice leather garb, and over the seams are hand stitched to look like a double X or look like an X running down it.
I love
That's
it.
very cool. Yeah.
Yes. I wrote double X prison. That's not correct. Double X is hidden. Robin, is this what you were saying? Double X is like hidden in the seams in the seams of your
like
clothing?
decorative X's on the seams of your clothing.
Yeah.
I could see Fiona and Glitterhearth getting into that kind of stuff. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
like all X designs and like, yeah.
Todos los X's. Los X's. Todos los X's.
Richard's asking why, or the Real 22 Plus is asking, why is there always dust on my prototypes? It's because my house is filled with dust. What do you want from me? Check this out. I'm wearing
two small children.
and I'm an idiot. But check this out. I'm wearing a prototype now.
Oh, the other prototype. Hey, look at that! Look at that, baby!
Look at that! Look at that, baby! That one's not covered in dust. It's covered in me.
It's
So
covering you. Thank
It's
goodness.
covering me.
Yeah.
True.
Otherwise, this would be a double X production.
Yes. Thank you. Double X. You don't see a lot of things rated
Well,
double,
it's not
double
quite
X.
triple X, but it's
Yeah,
almost there. you
It's
know?
gross, but
You
it's
know what I'm
not
saying?
super disgusting. Okay, so do this god's followers practice any sort of ritual ranging from the mundane to the absurd? Ritual, of course they do. They have to still, like, I think that, okay, tell me if you like this. There's like a coming of age thing that like people become full-fledged members of the church when they manage to steal something. Because it's sort of like a church / thieves guild is kind of like what we're describing. Right?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, totally.
So let me put that in the
totally.
temples thing, just to clarify that, right? To say like the temples double as thieves guilds.
That kind of like I was picturing that because surprise, I've been playing a lot of Octopath Traveler 2.
Yeah.
And the Thieves Guild, there is a Thieves Guild in it that you have to find because it's hidden, but also it's only there at night.
Oh yeah, because they've got day-night cycles in that game. You have to
cool.
you go into the city.
Oh
and,
yeah, Octo 2, yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of Bravely Default. To be honest,
well,
I don't know what's going on.
well, Bravely Default is also is the same company, so they probably was probably inspired from Bravely Default.
Day-night cycles, we love them. Do they follow any sort of ritual ranging from the mundane to the absurd? Yes. Full membership in the temple / church requires successfully stealing something as a sort of coming of age deal. Right.
I also, here's an idea that the Thieves Guild that I'm gonna triggered for me, and I'm gonna pitch it out, see what you guys think.
Yeah.
I also think they might have like standards around what kinds of thefts qualify for their worship. Like they would be finesse or charm thieves as opposed to like a smash and grab, and they like look down on,
Yes.
Pickpockets.
anyone who isn't sophisticated enough. I
Right.
could see them supporting pickpockets.
Yeah,
That,
I'm
you were saying
like,
yes,
like
totally.
yes, they prefer
Yeah.
things like pickpockets versus a mugger.
Right, exactly. Yeah. No, it's all about the self mastery and delicacy of it as opposed to
So this church is like a
Because
little
they're
bit
charmers.
stuffy, I feel
Yeah.
like.
They're charmers.
exactly.
Yeah.
They're foxy.
I don't know. I feel like this church is a little sexy.
It's a little sexy, but I could see certain people being like, that's not real crime. Real crime is when you
Right.
Oh,
elbow a dude in the nose or whatever.
They're gatekeepers,
Totally.
totally.
They're gatekeepers. Which is interesting because they're also gate
Any good
openers.
sex cult is a bunch of gatekeepers.
That's true. That's true. I found that. to
And
be
they're
true.
all sex cults.
Okay, so a lot of work goes into setting up the boundaries of what sorts of crimes are valued by the church. finesse crimes and charming crimes are most celebrated, right?
Totally.
Is there anything else we want to say? I don't think that we need like a sense of justice in this. I feel like we've talked a little bit about a Robin Hood kind of thing, but I don't think that that necessarily needs to be like baked into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they might do it, but they don't need to.
Yeah. Okay. Are there any aphorisms or saying that this god's followers tend to say? And folks at home, if you want to throw any nonsense out, by all means, please do.
I think we've got a lot already.
Yes. Face facts, Foxlers, says the real 22 plus.
Maybe Foxlers is the name for
I
initiates.
like that. I think that's good. That's good. So let's
For
put that in.
face
What sorts of
foos.
proficient answer? Initiates. We're talking about like low level members of the church.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
and 22 plus made a good point that plunders the war god's domain. So like, and it's like
Yes.
violent crime or violent theft feels like that. So of course, and since they
Yeah.
hate each other, it absolutely makes sense
Yes.
that Mortalu's
Yeah.
followers would feel differently.
Yeah, I like
Totally.
that. I like it. So, the face facts Foxlers. So what else do they say? They say a loose lock is no lock at all. Do we like that?
I do like that.
Okay.
Um,
All doors are open eventually. That doesn't make any sense. So, what else can we say? That there's
some
Th-
sort
that-
of like. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just trying to capture the idea that there's like even like the most heavily guarded place is some place that you can enter, is something you can get into, right?
It's all
Yeah.
fox
Do you get what I
foos.
mean? What did you say?
It's all fox face foos.
It's all fox face foos, guys. It's all fox face foos.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do a second draft on this where we get rid of this meme that we've injected into this. But for now, I'm loving it,
Yeah.
like McDonald's.
Yeah. I was gonna say ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Ooh.
You were
where
going
there's
to.
a will, where there's a will, there's a back door.
That's fun.
That's good.
Let's
That's
do
not
that.
me. That's 22 plus. True,
20
true.
plus. Where there's a will, there's a back door.
May all your purses be fat.
Or
May
where there's
all
a-
your hens and purses be fat.
Oh, that's fun.
Or where
Um,
there's a fox, there's a back door.
Beef
To a
fat.
fox.
Where there's a fox.
There's a-
Well, there.
No,
how
I was
do-
saying instead of where there's a will, say where
Wait.
there's a
I see.
fox.
Okay.
Where there's
So-
a fox, there's no locks.
Oh,
Or there's no locks. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to
To
get
a
something else.
foxler, all
I just want to
doors
get
are
something
open.
that indicates like you can get anywhere. Like no path is unwalkable. No.
all doors are open.
Right. Like. Yeah. Let's just call that.
There you go, Mr. Mittens.
What if we say there are no doors? Like doors are not real. Doors. How do we deny doors? How do we reject
I
the
don't-
idea
well-
of doors?
Rejecting
All locks
the idea
have
of
keys.
Okay, I like that.
yeah, because the thing is, like rejecting the idea of doors kind of eliminates then the idea of sneaking in somewhere.
All right. What if it's just all doors are stupid then?
Okay, Ao.
And what do we
Doors
say
are
at the close of
so
every meeting?
dumb.
Doors are so dumb. All right,
Face
great. See you
facts,
next
Foxlers.
Wednesday.
Face facts.
Doors are
Foxlers.
dumb.
Do we have? We already have face facts, Foxlers. Okay, whatever. Let's keep moving. I don't feel like we really nailed exactly what I was looking
It's
for.
almost
but
my bedtime.
whatever. Yeah, we gotta go. Okay, to sum this up, with this guy's areas of concern were the 2 or 3 things that their godhood can suffer. So this is Mortalu Abreto, comma the god of right, crime.
Thievery, more specifically.
Okay, let's call it thievery. I think we've gotten way more thievery into crime than into
Yeah,
crime.
heists.
Thievery, heists, that's sort of redundant. We might be able to lump those together. I'm trying to capture, how do we capture like the more sort of like erudite kind of like qualities of this god that we've settled into? Like it's not quite
Oh.
fashion, but
Luxury?
style
And luxury, maybe? I don't know.
could be.
Oh,
could,
what's the word I'm looking for?
could be luxury.
Sartorial. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I feel like style.
panache.
I like panache.
Panache.
Maybe panache
God
can
of
cover a lot of
panache.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, the god of thievery, being cool and panache. The thievery.
Yeah. They all wear.
Well, maybe it's
like,
just thievery and panache.
Is that good? That covers it,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see them all being very French and smoking cigarettes.
I completely agree with you. Okay, we
Fuck
got to start
yeah.
moving because it's bedtime, baby. What are this god's edicts? What must their followers strive to do? I'd say that they must at least find out what's hidden in vaults and things like that. Like,
Yeah.
if not take, at least discover, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Explore, if not empty, all vaults.
Yeah.
Other things that they have to do, they have to, I don't know. Can we go to anathema? I feel like we've established that that violent crime is anathema.
Mm-hmm.
Is that wrong? Or like we should put a qualifier
Needless
on that. Like,
violence.
Yeah. Needless violence.
Yeah. Needless
or gratuitous.
violence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if they can do it with finesse, that's how it has to be done.
Right. So it's like use violence where finesse would suffice.
Yeah, so I think in the edicts, one thing that they always have to do is try and do everything as stylishly or carefully and thoughtfully as possible.
Right.
Be very not thoughtful, but
forethought.
Be very like specific in your actions.
Deliberate.
That's the word I was looking for. Thank you.
Great. They put deliberate in deliberate. I have to go to bed.
Bravo,
okay,
sir.
so
Bravo. I've brought you over to the dark side.
No, I'm throwing this microphone
One of us.
Real 22 Plus says deliberation. I think that's real good. Let's put that in phrases, right? Why not?
Yeah.
Okay. What's this god's alignment? We're talking chaotic, right?
Yeah. Chaotic neutral, I think.
Neutral?
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Alignment. What alignments might this god's followers adhere to? Let's call that chaotic neutral, chaotic good. Maybe neutral good. Maybe just like good, potentially.
Yeah, and also true neutral.
Neutral.
Yeah.
Let's talk about evil. Chaotic evil, probably not.
Yeah, don't think.
Evil just feels so violent.
Neutral evil.
Neutral evil, I
think
see.
neutral evil could go. Let's try it.
Because it's sort of like it's the needless violence. Like they'll use it, but they're not. Yeah. Like it's not their first thing, but they're not going to hesitate to.
Yeah, like some people just want to steal. Like if people want to worship this god and steal stuff from people who need it, like that, there's nothing. We haven't established that that's bad for them. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's style and it's, taking things. It's not really justice, right? Do we buy that?
Totally.
Do we have it? Is there anything else here? Lawful evil, definitely not. Lawful good, definitely not. Lawful neutral, I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that looks like, and I don't care. Who's ever wanted to do lawful neutral? I guess the law has.
That's my new
like a
character
librarian
challenge.
could be lawful.
Whenever
A librarian is lawful neutral.
Well, I'm tired of librarians.
Hey.
Okay, just kidding. Love them. What divine ability does this god grant? What are we talking about? Dex?
Yeah.
And I think we do another one. I think that it's
Charisma.
I think we do two. Dex and Cha. Let's do it.
Yeah. Oh,
Heal
definitely.
font, harm
Charisma,
font,
yeah.
or both. I kind of want neither. I think neither one feels. I'm going to say. Can we say harm here?
Yeah.
I don't know about harm. That feels too
They're
violent and
not
negative.
healing people. Yeah. Okay. All right.
I would say both if we have to choose one of those three.
Okay. Yeah. I think we do. So what divine skill or skills? We're talking about, what are we talking about? Acrobatics?
Yeah. Thievery. Deception.
And we got one more.
Oh, stealth.
Yeah.
So maybe we cut acrobatics and put deception. Deception, stealth, and thievery. Feel good?
Totally.
I was thinking acrobatics for like cat burglar type of stuff, but I think stealth is probably more important for that. So let's go with that. Okay.
The Ocean's 11 circus acrobat who like,
Oh, what a good movie.
yeah,
What
so
a
much fun.
movie. What a great film. Okay, so we're going to pick weapons. I think we're looking only for finesse weapons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what do we got? We got a fist,
Short
dagger,
sword? Dagger could definitely.
nightstick. I think dagger is fun. Stiletto pen from the Pathfinder Society guide.
Oh, that
This
could be
weapon is a
fun.
fully functional, lavish ink pen with a clip that can be attached to a pocket or bandle. No, that's too specific. I think that's too specific. It is cool, for sure. But the idea that everybody has to carry around a pen, I don't know.
Cane
It doesn't
sword?
really sound like what we've been talking about. Cane sword. Yeah, cane sword. Let's do a cane sword. How do we feel about cane sword? I feel like that captures the stylist sort of sartorial sort of quality to this thing that we've been talking about, right?
Oh, what about, in addition to the cane sword, corset knife?
Corset knife. What?
Yes.
What is that?
A
What are
favorite
you talking
self-defense
about?
weapon among bar and tavern workers. The corset knife has a weighted hilt and a cylindrical needle-like blade designed to be easily hidden in clothing, but quickly retrieved in a pinch.
That to me
Core
doesn't.
rulebook.
That doesn't feel as like we're gonna get in there and take some stuff to me.
Well, because the problem with the cane, but remember also pickpockets.
Yeah,
People working on the
pickpockets.
street.
Yep.
And so a cane might not work for everyone, the cane sword.
Okay, well then let's not do the cane sword. Let's find something else. Let's find
We
another.
can't like have an option of one or the other.
I mean, we can, but then that's all complicated and confusing, and I get scared. And then I get sad, and I cry.
Well, we don't want that.
And then a thief comes and steals my tears.
Face facts! I got your tears!
Oh no, those fox moves!
Fix Sparklers!
You'll never catch me! I don't know.
Okay.
Gingerbread fox.
So I think we're going with something a little more
Dart?
a dart. Do you want to do
I
a
don't
dart?
know.
A bunch
Kind
of
of a
priests running
dark
around with
horse.
darts?
A dart horse candidate?
Oh, what?
The dart horse candidate?
No, that feels too. I was looking at rapier pistol.
Maybe just a rapier. Should we just do a rapier?
Is that too
rapier
boring?
sounds good.
But I think if we do stuff that's too complicated,
out there,
then there's just like there's a
Yeah,
whole
nobody's
church of
gonna-
people with wearing corsets. It's like you would know immediately. You would be like, okay, they're a worshiper of foxy face foos. Don't touch the corset. Trust me.
War Razor? But
What?
No. Yeah, that's probably not.
I can't disconnect
Let's go
Warraiser
rapier.
from the Pathfinder. Well, okay, let me just toss this out. What do we think about rapier versus dagger versus corset knife versus cane sword? Of those four, what do we think?
I feel like dagger, maybe, but the interesting thing about that is that would bump up to a D6 in a war priest's equipment.
Yeah.
Because of what is
Robin,
it,
how
divine
are you
simplicity or something?
That
like
sounds. I feel like you guys know an awful lot more about the weapons end.
Okay, good. Let's go dagger.
So I'll take it.
Okay, dagger. What domains of magic? This is the best part of this section
Oh,
of the
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Robin, do you have this domain thing up? Do you want me to send it to you?
No, I got it.
Okay, cool.
I'm in Nethys.
You're up in that Nethys. Okay. Secrecy. Do we like secrecy? Can I put it on the list and we can cut it if we don't want it? I'm putting it on the list. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Nobody can stop me.
Oh no, that didn't work.
How about trickery? Do
Yeah.
we like trickery?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk luck. Let's talk freedom. Let's
Yeah, I'm gonna work
talk.
from this. We got trickery. We got secrecy.
We got
So
secrecy.
it's trickery, secrecy.
Real 22 plus is thrown out.
oh.
Travel. Power of movement and journeys. The domain spell for travel is Agile Feet. You get a 5-foot status bonus to speed and ignore difficult terrain. I think that's pretty compelling.
That is pretty cool.
Freedom.
Freedom. Let's try this. How do we like this as a quartet? Secrecy, trickery, travel, and freedom.
Trying to find something. I want something to do with style.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I can't quite figure out how any of these might work for that.
Yeah, that's maybe a problem. It seems like there should be something for that,
There's
right?
like no art domain.
Nope.
Perfection, maybe?
Perfection was the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, because that sort of gets to their like, no, if we're going to do
Very
this, we should do it
tight-laced,
finesse.
Perfection isn't like you go to the gym a bunch.
You strive to perfect your mind, body, spirit. Because it feels more like form. So
Yeah. All right. Do we
I
like
feel
that?
like it's more mental, though.
Yeah.
The perfected mind focus spell is you meditate upon perfection to remove all distractions from your mind. Attempt a new will save against one mental effect currently affecting you that required a will save.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I'm into it.
I could see it. Yeah.
So,
what about luck, though?
I like luck too. I like luck as well.
Yeah.
So let's cut freedom. I'm not. Let's try secrecy, trickery, travel. Which of these do you like? And keep in mind, we can put one of these as an alternate domain. Mr. Mittens, is there an aesthetics? No, there should be, right? Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
I think creation is the closest you get, but it's like it's a different vibe though, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the like it's more directly art related, it feels like.
Yeah.
The connotation doesn't totally work.
Okay, how are we feeling? Who wants to close the door on this section of the
I think this looks good. And then for that alternate domain,
do perfection?
That perfection, yeah.
Oh, secrecy, trickery, travel, and luck. I feel good about that. That seems nice.
Because I also think the perfection's going to like whether or not if you're building a character who's worshiping this.
Yeah.
Some may want that and some may not.
Right. Yeah, I agree. It's a slightly different. Yeah.
Very character dependent.
Okay, and now we get into the most of the mind-bending parts of this thing, which is where we try to use the table view on Archives of Nethys and filter out. They changed it.
I got one right off the bat.
I don't even know how to do this anymore. I'm an idiot. Yes, Armat, please.
Charm. It's not on the divine spell list, and that seems like a must-have.
I agree. Charm. Level 1 spell. Perfect. And we got two more spells.
Which spell list are we looking at?
Anything that is not divine, because they're essentially what we're trying to figure out is like they're clerics. What spells that are not typical cleric spells will they get access to?
Okay.
I think charm is good. Is there a fleet step in arcane and primal? You get a plus 30 status bonus to your speed. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
You okay with me adding that?
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Not a lot of teamwork type stuff that we've been talking about, although I guess there is like a heist team element to this. So like liberating step, liberating command is in the occult list. One of the spells that I think I care way more about than anybody that I've ever talked to. Liberating command, I don't think that's necessarily what we should do, but you call it a liberating cry, urging an ally to break free of an effect that holds them in place. If the target is grabbed, immobilized, or restrained, they immediately use a reaction to attempt to escape. Pass without trace, says 22+, and dimension door as well.
Thicket of knives.
The problem with dimension door is that you got to see where you're going. Unless you've got it heightened to level 5 or whatever. Pass without trace. Do you guys want to hear about pass without trace?
Yeah.
You obscure your tracks, making the DC of checks to track you +4 higher. Imagine being a good enough GM to actually make that valuable for your players. Just imagine. Imagine what that would be like. Imagine what a genius you'd have to be in order to actually make that spell good.
Oh my gosh, there's so many spells to look at.
I mean, a lot of spells.
Knock also seems like one you have to toss on there.
What's knock?
I love knock. Knock should absolutely be here.
You make the target easier to open. Knock grants a +4 status bonus to any creature that tries to open the target door, lock, or container with an athletics or thievery check.
I think that has to be there. I think that's right over the plate, I think. Well, we've got enough. Is there anything else we want to add? Is there anything else that we're missing, maybe?
We did Fleet Step, right?
We got Fleet Step. So what we have for spells are Charm, Fleet Step, and Knock.
Phantasmal Treasure, level 2 spell.
What's that?
Arcane. A phantasmal image of the most precious thing imaginable to the target appears in a location of your choice within the spell's range, 60 feet. With a success, the target becomes fascinated with the treasure, and the duration is until the end of turn. Scroll down a bit here. Failure as success, but the duration is 1 minute, and critical failure duration 1 minute, and they find the treasure so appealing that until the spell ends, it must spend each action focused on it. So it's sort of like but it's not an incapacitation effect.
Got it. Imagine if we didn't put that on the list after reading all of it out. We have to put it on the list. Phantasmal Treasure. It's right there.
What's
up, Robin? Yes.
What about Shrink?
What about Shrink?
Because if you make yourself tiny, you can sneak into places.
I like it. Is there a spell? There's a spell in the game just called Shrink. That's awesome.
It's called Shrink. It's an arcane primal common spell, level 2. Reduce a willing creature to tiny size.
So it's like these spells are almost just like a toolkit for getting into a place and stealing something, basically. Yeah. I love it. 22 plus threw out their unexpected transposition, which is somebody tries to hit you, you spend a reaction, and you swap places with them.
Oh,
which is kind of cool. Mm-hmm.
Here's Penumbral Disguise. Or was this the one you already said?
I didn't know, but no.
No, Armat, you didn't say Penumbral Disguise?
I don't think so.
No.
You wrap the target in shadows, granting them a +1 status bonus to stealth checks to hide while in dim light or darkness.
Ooh, and that's from the Strength of Thousands. That's fun.
So that's uncommon.
Let's do it. No, whatever. That's fine. Penumbral Disguise. Let's just add one more that can do a little bit of damage, please.
Let's see. There was a telekinetic one I was thinking about. I feel like that's a good.
Maybe damage is silly. I mean, damage isn't what we're talking about. We don't need to add damage. Just no. Let's ignore.
Yeah, because they don't like violence anyway.
Yeah, that's not what they're doing. Let's just see if there's one last thing we want to throw in there. I don't think so. I think we're done. Have we done it? Everybody feeling good about this list of spells?
Yeah. The only other one I might suggest is True Strike, because that feels like if you're going to fight, do it.
Do it right.
Yeah, exactly. You read my mind there.
If you're going to fight, do it right. Whatever. Let's throw it in there. Okay.
Face facts, Foxlers.
Face facts, Foxlers.
If you're going to fight, do it right.
Folks, friends, we did it. We came up with Mordelou Abreto, a.k.a. XX, the Kitsune god of thievery, charm. What did we say it is? What are we talking about? Thievery and panache. We did it.
Love it.
Face foos.
Face foos, everybody.
For life.
Face foos for life.
We're gonna update the famous GODMAKER family tree and figure out exactly where Foxler hangs out in here. It's gonna be great. Everybody hanging out with us on chat and watching. Thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate it. It's a good time hanging out with you. And I feel like we had a good time tonight. We had fun tonight coming up with this Foxy Thief God.
I'm tired from laughing, Lars.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, I think that means it's time for
the
us
effect
to
of full on face foos.
Oh, face facts, Foxlers.
Thanks, Foxlers.
Thanks, Foxlers.
Thanks all of you Foxlers out there foxing out with us tonight, having a good time. If you're seeing this on Twitch, you did it. You saw us on Twitch. We're also on YouTube. You can find the archive of this and every other episode of GODMAKER. YouTube.com/@tabletopgold. If you're at YouTube, maybe you want to subscribe to us. If you're at Twitch, maybe you want to throw us a follow. Who's to say? Who's to say what you want to do?
Smash that like button.
Ring the bell. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. See you guys later. Robin, thank you so much. Armat, thank you so much.
Thank you, Lars. Thanks, everyone.
Delight, as always.
Thank you so much. And we'll see all y'all later. Bye.